The Mario games are home to some of the most iconic video game characters. Mario, Luigi, Peach, Yoshi, Professor Egad, Captain Syrup, King Wart, Prince Haru, Friendly Floyd. Okay, no, we're not talking about any of those characters. Except for Friendly Floyd, he's great. But we are talking about a more well-known Mario character. To a degree. Daisy, Princess of Sarasaland, and my future wife. And my second favorite Mario character. Daisy has had many appearances throughout the Mario games, like Mario Golf, Tennis, Mario Party, and Mario Strikers. If you don't know, I'm a bit of a Mario fan. My first ever video game I played was Super Mario 3D Land, and I really only played Mario for like 4 years, but I was still a bit of a basic Mario fan at that point. I mean, my favorite character was Mario. Whose favorite character is Mario?
I like Mario.
Yeah, I bet you also like slowing down in school zones.
Do you not slow down in...
Anyways, I had very basic taste when it came to my Mario games. Until I got Mario Kart 7 and...
Oh yeah!
I really like Daisy. Now granted, she isn't my favorite Mario character, that goes to my man Luigi, but Daisy's a very close second.
I'm a soup.
Daisy first appeared on the Game Boy in Super Mario Land, a roughly 20-minute adventure where Mario travels to the Kingdom of Sarasaland to rescue Princess Daisy from Tatanga, an alien invader inside a spaceship. But I guess a dude throwing pellets can take him out easily. It's also important to know that Miyamoto was not a part of this game's development at all, so just... After Super Mario Land, Daisy wouldn't appear in another big Mario game for another 11 years, with her being added to Mario Tennis for the N64 to be a doubles partner for Luigi. Now, it wouldn't be until Mario Golf Toadstool Tournament where we would get the Daisy we all know and love. And that's basically where it kind of stands. They haven't really done anything with her except take away her tan. That was kind of weird, I won't lie. I was originally going to make a video about Daisy's story, but... blah. So then I decided to make a video explaining the history of Daisy, but... blah. So at this point, I was out of options. Until I realized something. Nintendo does not like Daisy, like, at all. I feel like they had a lot of opportunities to put her in games, but didn't, and that's pretty weird to me. So we're gonna talk about that. So let's get started, shall we? Can you tell this is an unscripted part? Because I don't really know what I'm doing at this point. What am I doing here?
Oh, there's Luigi! Oh, you looking forward to Christmas this year?
You would like to be filled?
Imagine this. Luigi's Mansion 3 just got announced. It looks bigger and better than the previous game. Then you notice a little detail in the trailer. Pictures of not just Mario, but Peach and Toad as well. This has you thinking, Mario and Peach and Toad are usually playable in the Mario games, at least nowadays, yet they still end up being captured. And since this is on a more powerful system, Luigi's Mansion 2 already had local co-op for the Skyscraper. But who would the second player be? Who is Luigi usually partnered with besides Mario? Could this mean that Daisy's gonna be in Luigi's Mansion 3?
Namely, Gooigi.
Oh look, he's in the 3DS remake. Okay, look, I know. Daisy being in the game was a stretch, but like, come on, man, it would've been so cool. I get that having her be playable was probably not gonna happen since Gooigi's mechanics are really what the game is built around, but like, they could have just had her as a character. But she wouldn't even have to get captured. She could have just been a character that helps Luigi and could have just chilled with Egad and talked to Luigi on his virtual boo. Or maybe she could have helped Luigi investigate by having her show up at different floors and giving you side quests to do. Daisy is a character that's long overdue to appear in these games. Which is more than I can say for... Alright, so I have a lot to say about this game, but that's for a whole different video. All I will say is that I'd rather play this 100 times over than replay Mario Sunshine once. Opinions aside, one of the game's main features is that you can switch between 4 different characters. Luigi jumps higher, Toad is fast, Peach can flow, and Mario... his name is on the title. But what if I told you there's actually a secret 5th Mario character who's a very iconic female Mario character who's in almost every spin-off game? You know, I can't really complain about this like I did with Luigi's Mansion. Like, yeah, it would have been cool, but also wouldn't have made sense. Rosalina represents Mario Galaxy, which is the 3D Mario game right before this one, not counting 3D Land. Also, the spin move was a pretty great addition. I mean, it makes me feel like I'm playing Galaxy again. But this video isn't about good game design. It's about best girl, Daisy. Now, there were rumors about Daisy actually being considered to be the 5th character, but was scrapped since her whole silhouette wasn't that different from Peach. Then when the game was being ported over to Switch with the new Bowser's Fury mode, it was speculated that this Calico Cat was actually a hint at Daisy being in the game, since all the other colored cats seemed to be based on the previous 4 characters. That never happened. If Daisy does end up being playable in a future mainline Mario game, I hope it's in a way that feels natural and makes sense. Which brings us to...
Who you gonna call when you want pizza there? Who you gonna call when games are there? Who you gonna call when there's an animatronic bear? Come down to Freddy Fazbear Pizza Fred Bear Bear.
Okay, I haven't played the game, nor do I ever intend to. If I'm gonna play Mario Strikers, I'd rather play it on the GameCube or Wii. I own neither of those systems. God really put me in the worst places at the worst times. It had been almost 15 years since a new Mario Strikers game, and with all the new quote-unquote revivals of the Mario sports titles, many fans were hoping for a new Mario Strikers game to make its return on Switch. I mean, you really can't get any lower than this. One of the best things about Strikers was the attitude and personality it gave to the Mario cast. It let them be angry, sad, mostly angry. I mean, some of these characters we almost never see act differently from their mainline counterparts. But I think the character whose personality just fit this game perfectly was Daisy. Her tomboy personality combined with her sporty nature basically made her perfect for this game. So with the new Mario Strikers game being announced, it was a very exciting time. You had new characters like Rosalina and Toad who had never been playable in a Mario Strikers game until now. But me, I was just excited to see how Daisy would look in this game. All the new possible animations and voice lines, it's gonna be so exciting. I should really stop talking. So apparently they were going to save Daisy for a future update. Nintendo's been doing this for basically all their sports games, and you know, before I didn't really mind because the characters they were introducing to games like Mario Tennis Aces and Mario Golf were characters that have never been in these games before, like Pauline. But when you're at the point when you don't even include the basic mandatory character that's appeared in almost every Mario sports game, then what else were you doing with that time? The game was already bare bones at launch, and to be honest, it's bare bones now. God. They somehow made the most exciting and different Mario spin-off into what feels like something they just made to check it off some list. There's no hazards, the stadiums don't change the game at all or even look different from each other. Changing gear doesn't feel like it changes anything. The Hyper Strikes are the most basic special moves imaginable. There's no new voice lines. They toned down the personality. Why did they tone down the personality? Why did they tone down the personalities? Why did they tone it down? Why did they tone it down? Why did they tone it down? Why did... You were close. Now, with all these rants and arguments, it would be easy to say that Nintendo just doesn't think Daisy is worthy or popular enough to warrant her appearing in more games. So then why does she have her own power-up band in Universal? They could have easily had Toadette or even Rosalina to complete the roster. Rosalina is a lead character in Mario Galaxy, arguably one of the most popular and well-known Mario games. And the other is just Pink Toad! But for some reason, they believe Daisy was the right choice. I don't even think I can name 3 people who know who Daisy is. Look, watch. Who is this?
Peach.
Who are you? Who are you? Why are you in my house? Get out!
Link.
Not to mention, they thought she was worthy to be included in Smash. Granted, she's an Echo fighter, but still strange that they chose her over characters like Shadow, Funky Kong, or Miss Pac-Man. In conclusion, I think Daisy is a very underrated Mario character that deserves to be talked about more. But hey, at the end of the day, that's up to Nintendo. Who knows, maybe next time we talk, something crazy will happen. Mario Brothers The Wonder. What? Luigi! Ah, Peach! Yellow Toad! Daisy!